Hi,
Ooh.
I'm Jonathan Rogers from Grinding Gear Games.
Let's go.
Welcome to GGG Live. Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal of Path of Exile Mirage, which is coming out 1 week from now on March 6th. Twitch drops are enabled on today's livestream, so you'll be able to claim your Mirage weapon effect by following the instructions below. Now first things first, let's roll the trailer for Path of Exile Mirage.
Oh shit.
The Jinn. They were bound to serve.
Make sure you log into the right account, Fish, for your drop. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it should be good on the account.
The Aphrodite assault our lands, trapping my Jinn in an astral plane. Break their chains, rescue them, and you will be granted.
Oh, this is Breach 3. Wait, is it actually? What was that?
An ancient evil yearns for his freedom. We must keep him in the dark.
What the fuck? Is it just either XR altars on crack? Ooh. Ooh. New holy skills. Memory vaults. Oh, oh shit! Oh, there's so much. Yo. Oh no, not the Atlas shit again. Please no. Corners. You don't want corners. You want them. That pissed you off with Shaper Eater? The fuck
In
is
today's
that?
stream, we'll take you on a deep
There's
dive
so
into
much
Path
to
of Exile
see.
Mirage, where you'll unravel ancient mysteries,
Oh god, please no.
unlock new powerful rewards, and become part of the eons-old story of the Winter Sekima. There are also significant in-game changes coming alongside
What if
Mirage,
there's an
including a
exceptional
progression of the
impending
in-game
doom?
storyline,
Please.
a new in-game Atlas system, and
Wait.
as always, new rewards to match. After that, we want to talk about the slew of new Holy Templar skills and
Oh,
supports,
hey, chicken.
as well as an additional Ascendancy class option added to the Scion, which some of you may find
so
familiar.
it is another Ascendancy.
Next, we'll cover our new supporter packs. And then lastly, have a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Path of Exile game director Mark, as well as game designer Octavian, your questions from Twitch.
It's not scav, yeah.
After the live stream, we'll drop the full patch notes at 11 AM NZT or 2 PM PST. So let's get
40
started.
exceptional
I'll hand things over to Mark to introduce the new league.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, game director on Path of Exile. In Path of Exile Mirage, you'll be taking on the Aphrodite, a sect of desert-dwelling necromancers who have lingered in the shadows for centuries. They are outcasts of outcasts, with no home or promised land. Instead, they seek their sovereignty through darker
memes. Let me
means.
know what one you want me to use.
The
As long
Aphrodite
as
have
it's not a
captured
meme
the
drop,
souls
right?
of Jinn
Alright.
throughout Rayclast. They are killing them, sapping their energies for purposes unknown.
Wait, it's literally Breach.
You must fight your way past the Aphrodite's necromantic creations to find the captive Jinn. Here, Varashta, an ancient Marikith sorceress, has been doing what she can to protect the Jinn, but she needs your help to free them. After successfully defeating them,
Lake.
you will then be asked by Varashta to enter the Astral Realm
Shit Lake.
and break the tether trapping the Jinn there. This gate to the Astral Realm is a mirage.
There are relics in the past
imperfect
because
copy
items
of
are
the
dog
area
shit.
around the captured Jinn. Now, when we say an imperfect copy, we mean that quite literally. Hold tight, because this leak mechanic has some serious implications for juicing areas.
Oh,
We'll get to that in a moment.
okay.
Varashta can augment the magic of the Mirage further, as
Yo,
she
he's doing
allows you
damage.
to enter,
And
giving
clear.
you the option to choose one of 3 wishes before you do so.
What is your desire?
These wishes are modifiers that will apply to the Mirage area and have some pretty potent outcomes.
Wow.
There are wishes that grant extra rewards, such as the wish
This
for
one's
glyphs,
shit.
which causes all portal and wisdom scrolls in the Mirage to instead drop as other currencies.
Wow. That's actually kind
Or
of cool.
wishes that will spawn rewarding enemies, such as the wish for avarice, which replaces a number of packs in the area with gilded enemies that convert their equipment drops to gold.
Isn't Wish of Glyphs
And
like insane?
wishes that can grant you
It's
extreme
actually
power
insane.
while inside the Mirage, such as the Wish for Souls or the Wish for Godhood, which allow you to consume the souls
Smite
of
should
your
work
enemies
fine. You're
or
good?
make you completely
They drop like
unkillable,
insane now? I
while
think so.
within the Mirage, of course.
Would
Each
take
wish is
100% more
also
maps.
marked with the sigil of one of 3 powerful
Tier
Jinn:
17 maps too good?
the Sand Jinn, Fire Jinn.
That is true. For Private
or
League, the
Water
maps
Jinn.
are pretty fucking good.
Depending on the sigil chosen, monsters within the affected Mirage will have a
Fuck,
small
my
chance to
timer's
drop
on.
one of 3 new coin currencies:
Bronze Jewel Cache?
a coin of knowledge, coin of power, or coin of skill.
What?
Each of these coins can be used on a max leveled skill gem, corrupting it and augmenting it with a random support that matches the color of the coin used.
What?
Only one skill that is imbued this way can be socketed into a given equipment item at a time, meaning you cannot have 2 imbued skill
okay.
gems in your body armor, as an example.
That's still crazy.
That's one of the rewards, but let's get back to the area-to-area mechanic. Once you've made your choice of wish,
You know what you're running
enter the
hardcore?
Mirage
Cannot die.
and fight your way through the monsters and astral hazards to find the tether holding the Jinn.
Oh shit, look.
Shatter
We
this
can see
chain
this new
to
thing
free
here.
the Jinn,
The new buffs.
step by step weakening whatever dark plans the Ufferood may have for Rayclast.
Imagine
Wishes
having
are
a
not
free
the
7
only
Linkless
value a
League.
Mirage has to offer to an enterprising exile.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As we mentioned earlier, Mirages are an
Oh,
imperfect
Impending
copy
Doom
of
is
the
actually
area the
fucked.
Jinn occupies in Rayclast,
Or is it?
and it will copy almost anything, as long as it's within the domain of the Jinn.
Inspiration support to help with
Mirages
mana
created
issues?
from an
Ooh.
in-game map, for instance,
Wow,
will
that
have
would be kind
all
of insane.
Scarab, Atlas, and map modifiers the area had.
Wow.
Mirages created next to a strongbox will have a new strongbox ready for you to open.
What? Oh, Forever Strongbox?
Blights
Oh, no.
can be defended again.
What? It's a map in a map. Oh, no.
Legions fought once more.
Oh my
and so on.
god.
Effectively,
What?
you get a portion of your map to play a second time. And everything you did to enhance the content of that map applies in the Mirage too. These recreated copies of League mechanics, however, have been warped into reality by the power of the Mirage.
This guy's doing Legion
And
with
this has some
fucking
side
dual
effects.
strike. Oh
For
my
one, a
god.
recreation may not be perfect.
What the hell?
The factions of a Legion may differ from the one the Mirage copied,
Won't work on Harvest?
or the variety of
Make
strong
abilities
boxes
cost
may
life
change.
while staying, still having
More
normal 6 link,
importantly,
allowing you to give up
The
minus mana
mechanic
on
may
runes.
be empowered with new threats and rewards that are
Surely they'll
customized
fix
to each
Grounded.
mechanic and are only available when doing that mechanic in the Mirage. For example,
I have
Ultimatums
to turn this
recreated in
off just a
Mirages will have new threatening
something.
modifiers added to the usual pool. Restless Ground can raise slain enemies to fight again, or Quicksand will grasp at your ankles. As a reward for these new threats, Mirage Ultimatums can provide the new Sinistral or Dextral Catalysts. These catalyze jewelry with increased effect of either prefix or suffix modifiers. As you can imagine, there's a lot of potential here. Another example is that Kalgurin ore recreated in the Mirage has a chance to be replaced by a Thaumaturgic Hourglass, a powerful magical device that your Kalgurin friends can mine in order to obtain vast quantities of Thaumaturgic dust. Blight encounters recreated in Mirages have one of their lanes replaced by Ufferood enemies, infested with Blight.
Okay. Damn,
This
what I
lane
miss?
can reward a new base type, the Cord Belt.
What the fuck?
The
Yo,
implicit of
well
this belt
rings.
allows
Broken
it to
even
be
more.
anointed, causing it to grant a passive tree notable of your choosing.
What? An anointable belt? Oh, wow. That's insane.
As a quick
You missed the
note,
new ring crafting shit? Oh,
Imprisoned
fuck.
Jinn will generally be near the content they can empower in the Mirages.
What the fuck
So you
skill
don't need
is
to
using?
worry too much about getting lucky
Look at
with
that
where your
overlap.
content generates in an area. As the campaign doesn't generally contain too much additional League content for the Mirages to empower,
Shock Nova
we've
noob?
gone
Oh,
and
is
added
it?
a whole bunch that will force spawn near the Jinn. So your campaign experience will double down on being more action-packed and rewarding.
Oh, shit.
Now, of course, if you're traveling through
Ultimatum and
Mirages,
Mirage.
Encountering new
catalyst,
enemies and slaying them,
really?
you can expect to find some new uniques.
That's insane.
The Ufferood are not only torturers, but thieves.
Did you no longer
and
the
have
auto
over
choice?
the centuries stolen away priceless Mariketh artifacts.
Yeah, that's good.
Using
That's cool.
their powers of rot and disease, they have twisted these items to suit their own purposes. Flesh Render is one such artifact, an ancient and exquisite Mariketh blade that has been tarnished and befouled. Its rusted and jagged edge is perfect for poisoning and withering your enemies.
Wither on hit?
However,
it's free wither?
Varashta has in her command the power to restore these once lost Mariketh treasures to their former glory. Acquiring a coin of restoration by slaying monsters in mirages allows any unique obtained from the Ufferood to be transformed into its Mariketh counterpart, its glorious original form. Flesh Render, for example, transforms into Sky Sunder, the original Mariketh blade that radiates with the glowing heat of the desert sun. When you ignite monsters, Sky Sunder reflects that ignite back to you, which proliferates to nearby enemies in a massive area.
Eh?
If you meddle with the affairs of the Ufferood for too long, though, you may draw the ire of the Mirage League's new in-game boss,
unaffected by ignite.
Saresh of the Weeping Black. Saresh also has a set of powerful,
on the way.
exclusive items. Yours for the taking.
You can't take
if
good
you're
picks,
able to defeat
XDD. Him. Whoa, wait, Diamond Shrine. Ooh.
So that's the Mirage
Wait,
League.
oh, no flasks.
Now, to face all the new evils, you might want some righteous skills. Some holy skills.
Where's Slippery
In 3.28, you'll have access to a slew of new options to bring divine devastation and return the faithless to their rightful graves.
Hey, you're right.
We're also introducing some supports to go with them, as well as some new transfigured gems. Let's go over a few examples. With Holy Hammers, you slam the ground to call down a Hammer of Justice from the sky.
Wait, isn't this literally Sunder?
If this hits an enemy, an additional Holy Hammer will cascade forwards.
Sunder but lightning?
Which itself can further cascade, and so forth. Expending a power charge when using the skill will call down an additional 2 hammers, which can also cause cascading slams. The more numerous your foes, the more instruments of holy judgment.
So it seems like you can't
Sweep
scale.
is an old skill. In fact, it is so old that it's one of the very first skills ever implemented in Path of Exile, over 15 years ago.
Oh,
It's been long overdue for some attention. With 3.28, it has been reworked into Holy Sweep. This skill converts some of your physical damage to lightning, with shiny new effects to match. Some enemies struck by the initial sweep will have hammers of light batter them from above. These hammers cause area damage where they land, so clustered enemies are demolished by repeated impacts. When successfully hitting an enemy with Holy Strike, you'll summon forth a floating holy armament, a glowing mace that follows you closely. These weapons are minions, and will attack with Holy Strike themselves whenever you do.
Wow. Wait,
These holy armaments will copy the stats of your main hand weapon to deal their damage.
Is that...
Stand against your foes with Shield of Light, a retaliation skill which will allow you to unleash a cone of holy light upon enemies after blocking a hit with your shield.
What? That AoE looks horrible.
Additional cones of light will also pour forth from your nearby allies when you hit with the skill, allowing you to recruit your holy army to create purging light.
Oh, well that's interesting.
Divine Blast emits a beam of holy light from your shield, coalescing into a hovering ball of energy.
Sweep.
A few moments later, this unstable orb bursts, exploding outward with divine power.
Minus duration
supports
skill?
melee attacks, causing them to inflict a new debuff. Hellowing
that's
Flame.
Big.
Hellowing Flame builds up as charges on enemies, getting consumed when attacked. Consuming a stack of Hellowing Flame gives the attack that consumed it a significant amount of extra fire damage. But only those who did not inflict the Hellowing Flame are able to consume it. Perfect for those of you who enjoy a more supportive playstyle with your army of Holy Sentinels. Or friends, when they're online.
Damn.
We've also added sources of this debuff to a number of other places, such as unique items, cluster jewels,
oh shit,
and
new
the
cluster
Guardian
jewels.
Ascendancy
Oh
class.
fuck! Your support is running that for sure.
We also have another batch of new transfigured gems,
The names.
with many of these being variants for gems which previously had none. One example is the Shockwave Totem of Authority, which casts its higher damage dealing Nova at your location instead of its own.
Oh wow, that's so weird. Interesting.
You might also enjoy Orb of Storms of Squalls.
RF.
These storms warp directly to targets when you use lightning skills, and arc lightning upon doing so. This gives you a mobile storm of destruction that follows you as you dive into battle. We'll leave the rest of the transfigured skills for you to comb through in the patch notes.
That could be pretty OP.
Speaking of the patch notes, as always, we love to shake up the meta. So we've done a bunch of balance adjustments to a few other things as well,
Oh shit.
such as a pass on bloodline classes, expanded the passives
fuck.
available to the Templar section of the passive tree,
Oh,
and
AoE?
various improvements to existing holy themed skills such as Static Strike, Holy Flame Totem,
Wait, Holy Flame Totem?
and Dominating Blow.
What the hell?
We're also doing our
It's so
usual
bright,
improvement to
can't
some
see
of the
shit.
least played Ascendancy classes.
Oh?
This time with a focus
Whoa.
on Guardian and Warden.
Oh shit, Warden, log in, dude. RF.
Speaking of Ascendancies,
I mean, London.
let's talk about the Scion
Oh shit.
and her new Reliquarian Ascendancy class. For those that have played the Legacy of Frisia events, this class will seem familiar.
Oh
The
shit,
Reliquarian is a
dude.
learned Scion that has studied
Dark skin
history at the
logo.
Oriath Academy. She is a part of a secret society of Oriathans, dedicated to collecting and discerning the strange properties of unique items. All of her passive powers come from these unique items, found from throughout Rayclast. After ascending, first select the power of a unique armor. Victario's influence increases the level of all your auras
Ooh.
and gives them a much
Oh.
larger area of effect.
What
Or
the hell?
instead, take Kilowava's Bluster, giving you a chance to have extreme elemental resistance against incoming hits. Next,
Wow.
pick from a unique weapon power. Widow Hail greatly increases the bonuses gained from your quiver.
What?
Or
Wait,
Martyr's Teaching,
what?
which causes your minions' critical strike chance
Can
with
you use
attacks
Widow Hail
to
on
be
that?
equal to
Wait,
your
that's
main hand weapons.
insane.
Lastly, pick your Crown Jewel, a unique jewelry power. Astral Projector causes Nova spells to cast from enemies rather than
What?
from yourself. Or take Astramentus, simply giving you a huge boost to all your attributes.
Whoa.
Due to all the ways you can mix and match unique powers, the Reliquarian has more flexibility in how you build it compared to any other Ascendancy class in the game.
Holy fuck. That's so cool.
Our plan going forward is for the
350
Reliquarian to
effect
not
from
be a
covers.
static
Yeah, that
Ascendancy
is
class.
broken.
And between each expansion, the unique powers which are offered will change. If you don't like what she offers this expansion, hopefully she'll have the
Not
power
even
of
a
your
perfect
favorite unique item in
Astramentus
the next
roll.
one. Time to move on to the end game. With this expansion,
You go
we are
Reliquarian
aiming to
spawn.
liven up the end game,
Yes.
giving
With
players
Widow
new
Hail,
experiences,
absolutely. It's like
strategies to leverage,
isn't that a no-brainer?
and streamlining
It's
or
insane.
removing the more frustrating tasks.
Get a billion tiers in
Extensive
front
changes
speed.
will be coming to the Atlas and how you engage with maps, without
Stat
interfering with the
stacking quiver.
beloved core experience that
I
has made
think I
mapping
will.
so
Oh
successful.
shit.
In the last few endgame updates, you experienced Zana's story,
See Discord
how
names.
she helped defeat the
of
Elder,
friends.
tried to stop exiles from going mad in the Atlas,
Where?
and faced new threats pouring forth from it. In the most recent expansion, she eventually realized that there was only one way forward: to destroy the Atlas. Zana's recent actions have now weakened the already strained and tattered edges of its realities, reshaping how we interact with the Atlas entirely. To
2
explain
PM
how this
PTSD.
changes your interactions with the
PTSD?
Atlas,
You
we
don't know if you
first
meant
want to
it
establish
today,
some
though.
context while having a bit of a trip down memory lane. 27 expansions ago, back in Path
2
of Exile
PM
3.1.0, the
True,
War for
true.
the Atlas, we had a mechanic on the Atlas where the Shaper and Elder were engaged in war.
Shit.
This manifested as influence regions on the Atlas that affected specific
Here
maps.
we go again.
The ever-changing influence
Fucking
regions
hated War of the
made the Atlas
no
feel
more.
more like a physically connected space, rather than just a fancy way of visualizing a checklist of completed maps.
You hate this?
However, one of the main frustrations with this mechanic was that you constantly needed many different specific maps in order to manipulate the influenced regions.
Or like I was using Beanos.
We realized we'd love to again have mechanics that manifest physically on your Atlas, but we'd have to address the issue of always needing those specific maps.
Okay. If that's
The
fixed,
first major
fine.
change we'll be making to solve this is divorcing map items from specific areas.
Oh, interesting.
As an example, instead of having a Mesa map, you will now find, say, a Tier 10 map. To open a Mesa map now, just locate and select Mesa on your Atlas, put in your map item,
Oh,
click
shit.
Activate,
Wait,
and you're
look,
good
the
to
Atlas
go.
is in the middle? Or it...
That Mesa may drop a Tier 11 map. You can then immediately return to your map device, which will default to the last map run, and then run it again. Or choose a new map to use it on. It's your choice.
Oh, wait. What? Oh no, are they doing
This is
PoE
one of the many
2?
benefits to this change, which is that if you're
Oh,
the type of player who
shit.
enjoys chaining the same map over and over, or the type of player who prefers to jump around, it is equally easy to do either strategy
Oh, that
or
is a
even switch between them
interesting
at a
change.
moment's notice. For example,
PoE 2
if
and
one
PoE
day
1.
you're farming burial
You don't like this
chambers,
change?
hoping to
They'll
eventually
make
get a
PoE
headhunter from
1 and
divination
game like
cards,
PoE 2.
and you decide you need a change of rhythm, you can seamlessly swap
You
to
don't
your
mind this
boss
change? It's
farming
less
Atlas
work for
tree
Atlas completion.
and spam
That
Mesa
doesn't
for
bother
peak
you.
boss killing efficiency.
For SSF, yeah,
Up until now,
this is nice.
this
but
would have required having some
huh.
Mesa maps stashed.
For some reason, I have
maps to Mesa,
mixed feelings
or
right now.
doing a whole bunch of trading. You'll also notice that the structure of the Atlas has changed. If you haven't played in a while,
To be honest though,
here's a
this
look at it before
does lower a lot
and
of map
after.
bloat.
You will now begin at the center of the Atlas, with each corner housing one of 4 voidstone slots.
There's no forced layout like PoE 2.
In
It's a free
addition,
choice though.
all
Less money
content
for the trade
accessed from
bros.
your map
Oh,
device
that's true.
now
100.
exists
Oh, you're right.
physically on the
100 out of
Atlas.
100.
So you can see everything available in the endgame
Ooh.
as you reveal the Fog of War.
Less maps required. Interesting.
This also means that all unique maps are now present on the Atlas, including some old favorites that are appearing for the first time.
Where's Jungle Valley?
Don't worry though, you don't need to complete Hall of Grandmasters every league. You now gain
Hey.
1 Atlas skill point per unique map completed,
Where's Jungle
up to
Valley?
a maximum of 10. Given there are around 20 unique maps, you only need to complete the half you want, if you can get your hands
Kadiro
on them.
map win.
Note, you aren't losing
Oh.
any Atlas skill points.
Oh.
These have been moved to new places. And
Okay.
actually, you can get more than before.
Nightmare maps.
Due to Zana's actions, Egan now has a new goal and is determined to stop Zana's destruction by
Ooh.
making use of a
I like the
mysterious
aspect
new
of the finally
discovery,
finding missing maps in
arcane
SSF.
astrolabes. Zana is currently traversing the threads that weave the
Tier
Atlas
17
together,
nightmare maps. Here I
severing
come.
them. With these new astrolabes, Egan is able to trace her movement,
Sextants.
but using them causes dangerous side effects. When you use an astrolabe on a map on the Atlas, a shaped region will manifest itself in that quadrant, affecting many of the maps within it. There are many different kinds of astrolabes, and they apply different types of shaped regions.
So it's random?
For example, an abyssal region, which causes all the maps to have an additional abyss. Or a blighted region, which adds a blight encounter.
So the count of the maps it affects
Completing
is
the
also
content
random.
added by the astrolabe will remove the shaped
Even
region's
more fucking
influence from
stash
that map.
space.
Upon doing so, every other map
So how
remaining
much
in
do you
the
think
shaped
each
region
prefix suffix
will gain
catalyst
an
will be?
additional modifier.
20D a pop.
This means as you progress through the shaped region,
Why would you even run
maps
anything
you run
besides
will
that if
become
you can't
more
afford it?
and more intense,
Oh, if you can afford
with the
it.
relevant mechanic getting more and more juiced.
Ooh.
Finally, at the end of the region of maps, once you have successfully rid the Atlas of the shaped region, Egan will take you
It's
to
gonna
one
be
of
amazing for
4
juicing.
memory vaults, where there are powerful rewards to be had.
For private league?
He cares only for the knowledge hidden within that
Plus,
vault.
this just makes
so any
Heist even more
items are yours
giga value for the
taking.
bases.
Each vault is associated with a specific quadrant on the atlas, so you're able to target a certain vault if you're wanting to try get a specific type of reward.
Yo.
One such vault
Thanks for
is
subbing with
the
Prime,
Archon's
PoEs.
Vault,
Yo.
where you'll be rewarded
Hello.
with powerful unique items.
Welcome. Hope you're doing well,
Or
sir.
the Zealot's
Thank you for
Vault, to
months.
acquire valuable currency items.
Thanks a lot, man.
This new shaped region system is one that promotes running many different maps.
Imagine
But
stacking
for
more
players that
suffix
want to
effect
engage with
on
this
one
new
of those
system,
things. Stat stack
while
is
still
going to be
wanting to
insane.
run the
It
same map
is.
over and over again, the
Shut it.
synthesized stability
Oh,
keystone
okay.
on the Atlas tree enables exactly that.
What?
With all the new endgame changes, we thought it would be also good to mention some handy tips and tricks for quickly navigating the new Atlas. When using the map device, the Atlas defaults to your previously run map, so running the same map over and over is as few clicks as possible.
Okay.
You can right-click unique maps or map fragments in your inventory to automatically open your Atlas to that location with the map already placed and ready to run.
Remove doors when.
When you select a special area that requires multiple items, such as to fight at Zeri or open the Domain of Timeless Conflict, if you have the fragments to access that in your inventory, it will automatically add them to the map device
Oh, that's
in the
nice.
right spot.
Okay.
That's the core of the new endgame.
That's pretty good. It is.
But there's a lot more endgame changes coming in 3.28. Let's blast
Inventory.
through them.
We are in 2012.
Over the last few expansions, we've been working on
Why
streamlining
not
the mapping
stashed?
experience. And we wanted to continue to minimize busy work so you can spend more time doing what you love, killing monsters and getting loot. To that end, we've made a number of changes.
Seeing this no
We
filter
won't get
drop.
into too
Oh
much
my
detail,
God.
but here's a quick summary of what you can expect to have received adjustment. We've removed
Lightning strike.
cartographer's chisels and map device crafts
Lightning
entirely.
strike. What?
The loss of content and loot here has been compensated for in
What?
other places.
Oh. What?
Void Stones now grant special global bonuses while socketed on your Atlas,
Thank God, no
including
cartridges.
adding the new Originator Void Stone, which enables specific Atlas bosses to drop exceptional supports. We'll elaborate more on that in the next section. T17 maps as you know it have effectively been removed. The bosses have been kept around, and they better
Removed.
fulfill their original purpose of being a gateway to target farm
Maps
uber
turned into
pinnacle
gold?
bosses. The most
17's
annoying
removed.
modifiers on Originator maps have been removed or replaced.
Oh,
No
okay.
more getting turned into a slug for simply using skills.
True.
And no more will you be incapable of dealing damage
Spending
periodically.
thousands of them every league with so many clicks.
Petal skills in Originator maps have been removed.
Oh.
However, some of their effects are now available from the altars and memory threads.
Wow.
Memory tears, instead of adding a memory thread to your Atlas, will now drop an
No more tier
itemized version of
17s.
that thread,
Thank fuck for
allowing you
that.
to save it for
You ran
later
like 2K
or trade
maps
it at
last
your
league?
leisure.
Jesus.
We've added new scarabs,
Ooh.
such as this Expedition Scarab of
Whoa.
Infusion, which can generate some truly tempting logbooks.
Wow.
And for those of you looking to take on the ultimate one-on-one fight, the Anarchy Scarab of the Exceptional
Memory
will place
threads
a true
are itemized
antagonist-level
so
rogue
you can
exile
speedrun
threat
for
in your
real.
map. Empowered by every type of Wildwood Wisp, possessed by a tormented spirit, augmented with rare monster modifiers,
Bruh.
and affected by a shrine, this exile is not to be trifled with. Alongside that, we've also changed some.
People are
such as the Beyond Scarab of
10,000%
Resurgence,
gonna smuggle exceptional
which
rogue
now
exiles
causes
into rituals.
all
You're calling it
3
out.
Beyond
They already
bosses to
removed that
appear
actually.
when a Beyond boss would
Rituals
spawn in
can't
your
do
map.
that anymore. I think.
On top of that, we've
Oh,
made
shit,
improvements
look.
to a number of weak Atlas Tree passives, such as Pillage and Plunder,
It's not
which
removed?
now
Oh, it is
grants a
not?
chance for items dropped by Syndicate members.
Oh, did it
to
only
have a
remove the
fractured
Scarab
veiled
effect?
mod. Check out the new
I thought they
The
removed
Parts
it.
Not Taken Keystone, which means your maps on average will drop twice as many divination cards.
Wow, what?
But
what?
which ones can drop will be a mystery.
Oh,
And
interesting.
last, but not least, we've also made some changes to King's March shipping.
Uh-oh.
Such as, we've swapped the rewards given by sending ore and crops. I wonder what this new port will send back. Ports will now give more rewards for favoured resources. and you can even re-roll them for gold, if they're not offering what you're after. Specific ports will now reward specific tattoos and rune grafts, making it easier to target the ones you want.
Okay, that's nice.
That's
actually good. That's really good for private league.
Several new powerful rune grafts for you to get your hands on, such as the Rune Graft of Fury, which causes you to gain rage on using a life flask, and the Rune Graft of Resurgence, which causes Arcane Surge to also grant life regeneration.
Wait, what?
We mentioned earlier about the Originator Voidstone enabling access to exceptional supports. So let's get into that,
now?
as there's a decent amount
We're still
to
not
cover.
touching King's March.
After defeating the incarnations of Fear, Neglect, and Dread, you will obtain the Originator Voidstone.
Being able to AFK
As
crouch for
mentioned
currency
earlier,
is kind of dumb
this
design.
Voidstone allows new exceptional support gems to drop
it is a
from
smart
many
move.
bosses across the Atlas. These new supports are an improvement over the old Awakened support system,
8
which is
Voidstone
being
run
phased
when.
out.
Zan
Awakened
originated
supports have
boss
long
fight
been a
when.
capstone investment for a character.
Awakened Spell Cascade.
But there's existed a gulf between the more interesting ones,
Greater Spell
such as
Cascade.
Awakened Spell Cascade, which has some additional transformative effect, as opposed to some of the simpler Awakened supports, which just have slightly higher numerical values.
Ooh.
Exceptional supports will all
That's actually
be
really
transformative,
huge.
serving as an additional late-game tool to customize your build around, and extending character customization and creation even later into a build's life. One of the goals here is to provide interesting build choices even at later levels and deep into the endgame.
Wow.
However,
40
we are certainly not
CDR.
aiming to reduce top-end player power with these changes. Exceptional supports will still be super strong. If used well, they will catapult your character even further than before.
Please have an
So,
exceptional
how
impending
many
doom.
are there, and what exactly do they do? There
Fuck,
are over
I don't see one.
40 new exceptional supports to discover. Adding additional enticing drops to bosses
No,
may
impending
otherwise
doom is
have
not
felt
here.
not as worthwhile to run, giving players extra reason to take on those challenges. For instance, from the
Where's
King in the
reduced
Mists,
CDR?
we have the Hex Toad support. This support creates
Belts,
areas of swampy cursed ground,
Boot implicit.
which spawns toads that bounce towards enemies
Impending
and then
doom isn't a
explode,
support. What do you mean?
dealing
It
chaos
is.
damage.
It's a support.
From the Uber Elder, we have the Void Storm support,
Of course,
which
it
causes
wouldn't
your
be there.
raining
No, it
attacks
is.
to create celestial storms of energy that grow over time,
Ooh, that's really
detonating as
cool.
you approach for massive damage. Defeating the incarnation of Neglect may win you the Frostmage support. Similar to the existing Archmage support, you are rewarded for stacking mana to enhance your spells
Yo,
with
cool.
extraordinary cold damage.
Oh,
We'll tease
cold
some more
damage
of
one?
these before launch, but there will be many, many more for you to discover.
Yo, is there a fire one?
Keepers of the Flame is
Cold
coming
Spark
back.
login. Yo,
However,
that's
we do
cool.
know that many players have issues with the walls in Hive encounters.
Yes.
In order to address these concerns,
Remove
we'll be
walls.
making a number of changes. One of the biggest problems is that walls would block your projectiles, meaning that
Cold
when a
Spark,
hive randomly
Reliquarian,
spawned in your
double Widow
map,
Hill.
it would make it harder to
Yeah,
clear.
that sounds really OP already.
In order to prevent that, walls and hive encounters will now be destroyed by any damage.
Eh? Oh, wait, they're
We
keeping
also
walls.
wanted to make sure we reduce the visual clutter they cause. Hives and their walls are now smaller. To allow
they're
players to
keeping
engage with
walls.
hive
What the
encounters
fuck?
quicker when
You
they
thought it was
do
a main
want to help
skill?
Aleph, we've added a new Atlas passive which drastically increases the detonation area of
It's reserved.
unstable
You didn't read
burrows,
it right?
causing them to reliably chain react and destroy the majority of remaining walls. For those who don't want to deal with the walls at all, there's now a pair of keystones that allow you to block hive encounters or
Thank you.
unstable breaches, if you
Thank
want.
you.
Now that this is a core league, we don't want you to have to grow your Genesis tree from scratch on every league start.
Okay.
So now, each womb gift slot is already usable by default, and access to the Monastery of the Keepers will be gained by finding Aleph starting in Act 6 Mudflats. Now with Atlas Tree and Scarab support,
Wow.
you can have multiple unstable breach encounters active in a single area, for maximum ruckus. Speaking of Atlas Tree and Scarab
Do you have to
support,
go back to the
we've
center
added
of them,
plenty.
though?
Here are a few examples.
Free 5 link? Hell yeah.
The
let's
Massing
go.
Forces Atlas notable grants a chance to have additional unstable breaches in your maps.
is reserved and the spell gets base
The
mana
Breach
cost
Scarab of the
based
Marshal
on
guarantees a
5%,
Breach boss or Hive
5%
Fortress,
reserved mana. Oh.
while the Breach Scarab of the Incense Swarm
Reserved.
replaces all of Aelith's skills with Enrage the Hive, increasing the difficulty and reward
It
from
got
Hive
removed.
monsters
No.
in all subsequent waves.
Did it get removed?
Graft items will no longer exist,
Oh no.
but we've moved several of the graft skills to new exceptional supports,
Oh really?
such as the Hiveborn support, which summons an army of Breach minions to do your bidding when you use a supported offering skill. And the
Got
Foul
removed or
Grasp
moved?
support, which calls forth a field of grasping Breach hands when you recall brands, exploding for heavy lightning damage when enemies approach them. We're looking forward to seeing how these improvements and additions are received,
Wait,
alongside a lot of what
if they're
Keepers
adding
also
those
has
as
to offer.
supports, we can
From the new bosses and their bloodline,
we can buff them up.
through to the Genesis
so maybe
tree
they're
and its
insane.
many different crafting options, like Foulborn Uniques. Also with its new narrative,
Hello,
we
Skylar.
look forward to extrapolating on
Hope you're
all of
doing
this
well.
and learning more about Aelith, the Hiveborn, and its Breach Lords in the future. That covers all the new content we're adding, and that was a lot. From a new in-game system, several new reward types, new ways to juice maps, all of which you can double up in the new Mirage League, and all that alongside a suite of new holy skills, a new Ascendancy class, and an insane amount of new character customization in the endgame. However, an important part of Path of Exile expansions is making sure there is a continued effort to improve quality of life. So let's get into that now. You can now favorite trades on the currency exchange.
Yeah, we saw this one.
This consists of selecting two currencies that you want to be able to trade between with a single click, and setting them as a favorite trade. Favorite trades will appear by default on opening the currency exchange, and will still auto-suggest a ratio based on recent trade data. A further improvement
Chat
to the
was loading
currency
for like 2
exchange is
minutes.
the ability
Damn.
to open and interact with your stash while you have the exchange window open.
This is good.
Now, when trading in a full set of divination cards,
No
it will
stock league
automatically be handed in to become the resultant item.
This one is so
If
good.
you then turn in another set immediately, the reward from the previous set will be transferred to your
You
inventory
love this change?
directly,
Yeah, it's super
assuming
good.
there's enough free space to do so. Labyrinth font
It's probably one of
crafts
the
that
best.
previously gave a random transfigured gem
We did
now
this already
allow
with
you
vendor
to
walking?
choose
Yeah,
which
that's
transfigured
true.
gem of that type you'd like to receive.
This is a super good change for SSF2.
The asynchronous trade item sale history is now hoverable, with full item descriptions of the sold item. When using Divine Orbs, you can now tell exactly which modifiers can be randomized.
5.5 hours till you can leave? Oh shit.
The ritual
waiting till you get
icon
home
will
from
now
Marathon?
glow
Oh.
if you've got significant unspent tribute in an area and all rituals are complete. And
Yeah,
a
we saw
pop-up
this.
will appear after the final ritual completion. Also on the topic of ritual, you can now quick use vessels on completed rituals. Have you ever tried to click a divine shrine, surrounded by enemies, and find it extremely difficult to click? Well, shrines now take priority over monsters when clicking in an area they overlap. Since 3.24, we've been looking to add new ways to improve the campaign experience, and 3.28 is no different.
Honestly, this one I
This
honestly
patch,
couldn't
we've
really
added
give a
over
shit about.
20 landmark rooms throughout the campaign,
Wow, what a great
scattered
change.
across all 10 acts.
Funny enough, it
Some
doesn't.
of these reward some pretty useful
Why didn't you just
stuff.
remove the damn divine
So keep
shrine?
an eye out for the new and
True.
unexpected rooms,
Because I don't think
side
that change is
passages,
even going to help
chests,
divine shrines.
and
They're still going to be
encounters
annoying as fuck.
as you progress throughout Rayclast.
You love the shrine
We
change.
want
10 out
most
of
of
10.
these
Will
to be a
save me from
surprise,
20 deaths
but
out
we'll
of
show
the
you just one.
1,400 you
There
had
is
last
now a
week.
small central
Hell
island in the
yes.
Cardary Fortress, all inhabitants of which will drop a basic tattoo when slain. Next up, we're going to be talking about our new supporter packs.
Yeah.
Today, we're launching 2 new series of
Pepe
supporter
go
packs.
credit.
The Curator of Wisdom
Ooh.
and Iron Incarcerator
Wow,
packs.
that was a really fucking cool portal. What the hell?
Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions.
Farm tattoo.
As always, the
3 to
microtransactions
1
in these
better.
packs are purely cosmetic
That's
and
possible.
do not affect your character's power or progression
Oh,
in
unless
any way.
it's once per campaign.
The Curator of Wisdom series of supporter packs contains 7 exclusive microtransactions.
It's a very cool portal.
The Traveling Wisdom back attachment has all the necessary tools you may require to chronicle your journey, complete with a helpful rat friend.
Ooh.
These chronicles will activate their magic upon identifying items, and will track the number of items identified of each rarity.
Oh, really? That's actually
just hover the item, or link it in chat to show it off. The acquired Wisdom unique finisher effect summons an ancient scroll that consumes unique enemies and the knowledge they hold.
Oh my god, the amount...
Most exiles would struggle carrying piles of scrolls while traveling Rayclast, but the Grand Curator of Wisdom armor set is perfect for the adventurous scholar. Any expert curator knows that scrolls hold more than just knowledge, they also hold power. As you cast spells, the scrolls attached to the armor will burn away before rematerializing shortly after.
Please.
It also features a series of helmet variations, so you can get precisely the look you're after.
This reminds me of like Warhammer 40k.
Summon your Scroll Shaper familiar pet to follow alongside you. This creature is formed from folded magical texts, and can shapeshift between different forms.
Remember the toxic sewers
You
of
can
1
think
FPS.
of this as having multiple pets in one.
Yeah.
It can fold into a fox, and then even burn away, reforming into a flying bird.
Huh. Yes.
This series of packs also contains
Wait,
the
but
scroll
it can't transform into a spider.
Jumbo-sized versions of the Scroll of Wisdom and Portal Scroll that you can make a quick retreat through. A supreme catalogue of knowledge can't remain in one place for too long and risk being pillaged by thieves. The Titan Apex Hideout features a colossal titan who carries your base of operations atop their shoulders, constantly moving through a boundless desert.
Wow.
The Iron Incarcerator pack also contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
That's pretty cool.
The Incarcerator's Restraints back attachment features stockades that were used to immobilize prisoners by binding them to the earth
doom. You
as
want
they were
FPS.
tortured for their wrongdoings.
Trust me, I'll only do the Ignite
Shackles
version
envelop your choice of torturing
unless
device
we get the
when
option
using
to
the
do the
chains
poison
of the
version.
Incarcerator weapon effect.
But yeah, Ignite version will be the one I go for.
These
in
chains
private league.
shatter into links as you batter enemies.
Eh?
Make your way through Rayclast as a walking penitentiary, intimidating your enemies with the elite Iron Incarcerator armor set.
Looks terrible. Your
After a
impending
long
doom
day of
dropped you from
tracking down
100
criminals,
FPS to 20.
step into the Iron Maiden portal to retreat to your torture chamber. It acts as a great deterrent for would-be intruders.
Damn.
This peculiar creature was a favorite amongst incarcerators.
What the hell?
They would be sent into the midst of prison riots to mesmerize and control the toughest of minds.
Gotta be one of the few leagues you don't buy as supporter packs.
Use their
It's kind of
talents
ass.
to charm other players' pets,
Normally you buy
causing
both.
them to abandon their
These are
owners
shit.
and follow in line behind you instead, at least until it wears off. What better way to execute prisoners when your torturing has depleted their value? Harvest their souls to fuel this map device.
Honestly,
condemning
this one
them
looks
to
pretty cool.
Eternal incarceration.
But
Your kills within the map are also recorded based on the rarity of the monster.
oh shit.
You can choose to
Your
pin
bet
an
now?
execution session that you're satisfied with
Too big.
on
It
this
is
miniature
huge.
leaderboard,
Yeah.
which is displayed for all that dare enter your hideout.
Oh.
Additionally, all microtransactions from these supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 2. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
Yeah, the armors don't look great.